The great fact is just this, and nothing less, that we have had deep and effective spiritual experiences which have revolutionized our whole attitude toward life, toward our fellows, and towards God's universe. The central fact of our lives today is the absolute certainty that our Creator has entered into our hearts and our lives in a way which is indeed miraculous. He has commenced to accomplish those things for us which we could never do by ourselves. This we did because we honestly wanted to, and were willing to make the effort. A certain American businessman had ability, good sense, and high character. For years he had floundered from one sanitarium to another. He had consulted the best-known American psychiatrist. Then he had gone to Europe, placing himself in the care of the celebrated physician, the physician Dr. Carl Jung, who prescribed for him. Definition: sanatorium: an establishment that provides therapy combined with a regimen as of diet, exercise for treatment or rehabilitation. Though experience had made him skeptical, he finished his treatment with unusual confidence. His physical and mental condition were unusually good. Above all, he believed he had acquired such a profound knowledge of the inner workings of his mind and its hidden springs that relapse was unthinkable. Definition: profound: having intellectual depth and insight, difficult to fathom or understand, characterized by intensity of feeling or quality, all-encompassing, complete. Nevertheless, he was drunk in a short time. More baffling still, he could give himself no satisfactory explanation for his fall. So he returned to this doctor whom he admired and asked him point blank why he could not recover. He wished above all things to regain self-control. He seemed quite rational and well balanced with respect to other problems. Yet he had no control whatever over alcohol. Why was this? He begged the doctor to tell him the whole truth, and he got it. In the doctor's judgment, he was utterly hopeless. He could never gain his position in society, and he would have to place himself under lock and key, or hire a bodyguard if he expected to live long. That was a great physician's opinion. Definition: hopeless: having no expectation of good or success, despairing, not susceptible to remedy or cure, incurable, giving no ground for hope, desperate. But this man still lives and is a free man. He does not need a bodyguard, nor is he confined. He can go anywhere on this earth where other free men may go without disaster, provided he remains willing to maintain a certain attitude. 0. Some of our alcoholic readers may think they can do without spiritual help. Let us tell you the rest of the conversation our friend had with Dr. Young. Dr. Young said, "You have the mind of a chronic alcoholic. I have never seen one single case recover where the state of mind existed to the extent that it does in you." Our friend felt as though the gates of hell had closed on him with a clang. Alcoholic hell. I'm Papa Noah. Welcome to Alcoholic Hell. What are you doing here? I was a drunk. Genesis 9:21. He said to Dr. Young, "Is there no exception?" "Yes," replied the doctor. "There is exceptions to cases such as yours have been occurring since early times. Here and there, once in a while, alcoholics had what are called vital spiritual experiences. To me, these occurrences are phenomena. They appear to be in the nature of huge emotional displacements and rearrangements, ideas, emotions, and attitudes which were once the guiding force of the lives of these men and suddenly cast to one side, and a completely new set of conceptions and motives begin to dominate them." And the only thing to know here is Toto is the motive. In fact, I have been trying to produce some such emotional rearrangements within you. With many individuals, the methods which I employed are successful, but I have never been successful with an alcoholic of your description. Upon hearing this, our friend was somewhat relieved, for he reflected that after all he was a good church member. His hope, though, however, was destroyed by the doctor telling him that while his religious convictions were very good, in his case they did not spell the necessary vital spiritual experience. Nope. Here was the terrible dilemma in which our friend found himself when he had the extraordinary experience, which, as we have already told you, made him a free man. Can't live sober, can't live sober. Definition dilemma. Argument presenting two equally conclusive alternatives against an opponent. A choice or situation involving choice between equally unsatisfactory alternatives. Locked up, bodyguard, or die from the addiction. We in our turn sought the same escape with all the desperation of drowning men. What seemed at first a flimsy reed has proved to be the loving and powerful hand of God. A new life has been given us, or, if you prefer, a design for living that really works.